Okay, I need some advice to help me understand more of what happened today. So I ended a 5 or 6 year friendship today, and I'm pretty sure it was the last time I will ever talk to this person, message this person. Like, I go back and forth a lot with blocking this person because he'll say things that just like he's trying to get a reaction on me. He says stuff to me that's like so rude, but if I take it as him being rude, then I'm the one with the problem versus him starting a problem. And I'm just kind of like tired of dealing with it all. I don't like having to walk on eggshells. I don't want you to have to walk on eggshells around me. But if you're going to be a prick every time we talk, I don't want to talk to you. Like, my response is to just up and leave the conversation, to not keep the conversation going when I feel disrespected or being like hurt or whatever. And he takes that as, well, you can't have a conversation. You can't be an adult. You can't be real. But here you go, like, insulting me, hurting my feelings, trying to belittle me, and just, like, beat me down. And then whenever I get upset, I'm the baby. But not the fact that, like, you, like, hurt my feeling. I told my best friend, I'm like, I don't understand what he wants from me. I don't understand the kind of response he wants. Like, you know, I say exactly what I'm thinking / feeling or whatever. Like, if I was having a legit face-to-face conversation with you or like on the phone, like most of the time when we're texting, but like this is what I would say out loud. And I respond that way. It's like, well, you don't respond enough. It's like clear you don't feel like you don't care about our relationship and our friendship and the conversation at hand. And it's just like, what more do you want from me? Like, I'm just so tired. Like, is he right? Am I wrong? Or am I right and he's wrong? And it's just like, it's so much. Everyone's like, you can't be friends with this person anymore. If they're going to treat you this way, if they're going to feel this way about you, like clearly they don't care. They feel this certain way and that's how they feel. That, like, I need to walk away then because it's never going to get resolved. And, like, I want the friendship, but I cannot handle all of this, like, back and forth and the arguments and the constant need to be right and then, like, insulting me in the process. It's just, like, you can insult me and I can't get offended, but if I make a joke, you're offended and that's a problem. But you make a joke and I say something that's just, like, I don't think that's funny. It's like, well, you can't take a joke. Like, why do people think that's okay? That's, like, my biggest problem. Like, am I okay to, like, stop this friendship and, like, I don't think I will ever unblock this person, ever talk to them again. I don't know if I even want to, like, unblock and try and have a conversation to resolve this, because it just picks back up later on, whether it's a couple minutes later, a couple hours later, a couple days later, whatever it might be. At some point, this fight starts back up again, and I just can't handle it. And, like, what should I do? Have you ever been in a situation like this? How did you handle it? Like, I seriously need some help here because, like, I'm starting to feel like there's something seriously wrong with me. We have power. Yay! It just came back on at 6:22 in the evening. I believe it was only out for like 20 minutes or so. Just long enough to get me all riled up, but not to actually be out for long enough to, like, do a ton. It is pouring down rain outside. I have so much to do, and I don't even know where to start. And my power's just been out for the last 20 minutes. It just came back on like a second ago, like less than a minute ago probably. And now I don't want to do anything that I needed to get done because the power came back on and I just want to sit down and watch TV. I was in the middle of Handmaid's Tale of last week's episode. So I have I have that half to finish because I was halfway through. And then I have the next newest, like last week's episode, like this week, I guess it came out today. I have that one to watch. And the power went out right as they're going to go rescue Janine and get involved in the wedding. And I'm like, this is so important. But yeah, they were just going to go get involved in the wedding. And they just told Aunt Lydia and a couple of the other people that Janine is actually alive because they thought she died. So, oh my gosh. All right, so let's see what all we can do because I have some things I need to get done. So what do we do when the power has just been out for a hot minute and it comes back on? We turn on all the lights in the house and take advantage of it. I was literally, right after the power went out, I was like, if God wanted me to be alive when there was no electricity and no internet, like Wi-Fi and whatnot, he would have done that. And he didn't. So why is he putting me in situations where I gotta deal with this? I don't want to deal with this. All right, I have my makeup bags here with me. This is my big travel bag and this is my brush bag. I am packing for a work trip that I have to do. I wasn't planning to sit to do this, but we're gonna sit so we can be more comfortable. So I have to pack some makeup so I can look cute. I don't need to pack the makeup to look cute, but I want to pack the makeup because I want to look cute. So we're just gonna pack some makeup. So I'm gonna start with my little clippies. They're going in there. This is my highlighter brush that is going. My blush brush. I forgot this the last time I went. No, I remembered the brush, but I forgot the blush. My powder brush. My bronzer brush. This is one of my foundation brushes. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow brushes. It's a Jaclyn Hill and Morphe JH37 brush. It's a blending brush. I don't like Morphe and I don't like Jaclyn Hill, but for some reason that brush is like the #1 brush. This one is the MUA 315 crease brush. I'm gonna take a couple more brushes for my eyes just in case I need them, because you never know. This is my, I think it's Eco Tools sponge. It's the giant face and body one. Forget if it's Eco Tools or if it's Real Techniques. And then this is my Fenty Beauty sponge. It came out whenever she did the Super Bowl halftime show, and because it's shaped like a football, not really, but you can see the little lines to make it kind of look like football. I had to get it. I got a bunch of the stuff. It's real cute. Took advantage of the sale and the deal. Well, it wasn't really a sale. I took advantage of her selling these items and me being excited because I like football, so I did it. So there is my makeup brush bag, and now we're gonna pack my makeup. So let's see what face of makeup I want to wear while I'm there. So I'm gonna take my Sun Touchable Whoa Glow SPF 30 sunscreen SPF from e.l.f. I'm gonna take that because I use that every day. I'm also gonna take my Hydro Boost Water Gel Moisturizer. We're gonna take my moisturizer because I use this night and day. But I think I'm gonna put it in a separate bag because it does not fit in this bag. All right, so I know we have to take the Milani eyeshadow primer because that's my go-to. What foundation do I want to wear? I think I might take 2 because I'm gonna be there for 3 days, but 1 day is travel. But I wanna have options. A lot of times I'll take options and then wear like one specific set. Like I'll wear like this bronzer, this blush, this concealer, this foundation, but I'll take multiples, but I only wear like the exact same one the entire time. So I'm gonna take the Maybelline Superstay Lumi Matte Foundation. I have the shade 112. I'm gonna take that because I've been really liking that lately. And I'm gonna take the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy Foundation because this is like my OG. I'm obsessed with this. For concealer, I've been really liking the ABH concealer lately. It's so thick, but it works so well. And it's so good at spot concealing because I got all this crap going on down here that it helps so much with that. But I think I'm gonna take the CoverGirl True Blend Undercover Concealer just because I feel like it's not heavy, but it covers up when I need it to. And the ABH one's a little too heavy. Plus, I don't wanna take something that is so expensive when I'm going somewhere because you never know what's gonna happen. I'm not flying, thank goodness. I'm just driving a couple hours, but I also don't wanna I don't wanna chance it. The Essence Brighten Up Brightening Powder, Banana Powder. I've been using that a lot lately. And the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop powder does not travel well. Tip for you all. I have taken it multiple times. I've ended up with powder in my bag multiple times. I have had to clean out this product from getting everywhere. So, yeah. These are my 2 go-to eyebrow products. It's the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil, the cheapy $2 or $3 one, and the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara. All right, for bronzer. I don't know. I think I am going to take the Makeup Revolution Ultra Cream Bronzer. I've been using this a lot lately. I'll use this as like my contour shade, and then I'll go in with the NYX Buttermelt Bronzer in All Butted Up, and I'll put it on top. And I can even go with this separate, like solo, and just do it, let it do its own thing. But I like having them together, and I think I'm going to take them both because then if I want the option of just powder, I can do just powder, and if I want the option of cream and powder, I'll do both. So I think that's what we're gonna do there. For blush, I'm gonna take the Buttermelt blush in my Butter Half. This is, okay, I have this blush in You Know Butter, and I do not like this shade anywhere close to how I feel about this one. This one's like a 4, and this one's like a 10,000. Like, I literally, there's just something about this. Let me show it to you, let me show it to you. Look at that, and it doesn't come off like Barbie pink. like it looks in the pan, but oh my gosh, it is stunning. And it always looks so good on me. So I have to take it. For highlighter, this is the hard part because I've been using a lot of really expensive highlighters lately and I do not want to take them to travel with. I think I'm going to take the Revlon Skin Lights in Daybreak Glimmer because I know this is like a good one. I know it'll work for me. All right, let's get mascara. I used this mascara on Mother's Day and my eyelashes, did y'all see that? Oh my gosh. We could not be doing this. Don't be teasing me with electricity and then take it away from me. We don't do that. I used this on Mother's Day and it looked really freaking good on my lashes. This is in like the super dark shade. I don't know what shade it, like black is black. That's usually what I go for. And this is intense. So I don't know if I want to take this or if I want to take one of my more go-to ones. I think I'm going to take the On the Rise mascara from NYX. This is a go-to. I trust this one. I know this one. Not to say the other one's not good, but that one I feel like was just kind of an at random. I had a great day with it. And sometimes I don't always have a great day with it. Actually, I'm also going to take the Essence Lash Princess because I just love this one. Okay, now we need a lip. I always forget the lip. And this, okay, we got a couple we need to remember. We got a couple. Okay. All right, we're gonna take Super Stay Matte Ink from Maybelline in Seductress. It is a go-to, so we're gonna take that because that is a nice everyday neutral pink that I can just throw on with whatever and it'll look fine with whatever. And then let's find one that's a little bit more juicy. We're gonna go with the Maybelline Super Stay Vinyl Ink in Lippy, and it is in this shade. It's deep enough that you can see it on the lip, but pink enough that it still feels pinky nude to me. Sorry for all the Maybelline products, but they're just really freaking good. I think I'm gonna take the ColourPop 1111 palette. It looks like this. Sorry the lighting is so bad. But there's the palette. It looks so pretty. I think I'm gonna take this. I'm kind of debating if I want to take a second palette. I think I will, because I'm being very indecisive today. And I'm gonna do the Sweet Shop Sugar Cone palette from BH Cosmetics. And it looks like this. Not enough people are raving about these palettes, and there needs to be some hype because BH Cosmetics comes out with like the best eyeshadow palettes ever. Ever. I don't even know if they're still making product or what's going on with them. I'm gonna need to look them up because I'm very curious about that. Okay, setting spray. We're gonna take the Matte Fix Plus because this has been my go-to lately, and it has a lock so it won't spray while it's in the thing. So I think we're just gonna take this one because I know that it works perfect. I have no problems with it at all, so I know I can trust it. So we're gonna pop that right in there. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm gonna need to like sit on this and push it down. It's like a suitcase, you can't get shut. Because I just love all of my makeup products so much I can't decide, so I'm gonna take them all. So my trip is not happening like I thought it was going to. So we got like horrific flooding in the area that I live in. My tiny little town is fine. My basement's flooded because my sump pump was like slacking on the job down there. She's working now, thank goodness. For anyone concerned, I rent, so it's not really my problem, but when you got crap downstairs, it's my problem. I have 2 rugs that I'm gonna have to throw away, which it's not a big deal, but I've had these rugs since I moved into my first apartment, so I'm a little like, you know, as someone who wants to buy something and keep it for a long time, I'm just like, I've had these rugs like 5 years, and now I gotta throw 2 of them away because they got soaked. One got a little wet, but I think if I were to just roll it out whenever it's dry enough outside and let the sun kind of like help it, it should be fine. I might spray it with a little bit of like disinfectant or some sort of like dish soap just to help clean it out. But I've been awake for an hour and a half. I was planning on sleeping in because I wasn't planning on going into work until late because of this training. And then I woke up and my boss was like, are you going? So I had to message the other girl and be like, are we going? And then I was like, I want to go check on the basement. And I couldn't find my cat. And he's just chilling. He's laying in a backpack. We had a backpack laying on a couch in a spare room, and he's just laying on it. But all night, like last night, whenever I'd walk by and look for him, I couldn't see him because he blended in, and it was so dark in the room. Like, he's a blackish brown cat laying on a black backpack. Of course, I'm not going to be able to see him. So I was freaking out all night, like wondering if my cat got downstairs somehow, and he's trapped, and what if something's happening to him, and my poor little boy, and he's just chilling on the blanket. He was totally fine this morning. So now he's laying in bed watching the birds go, like, going crazy because the birds are going crazy. I don't understand what these birds took today to make them like off the wall. But yeah, so now I have to deal with unpacking my suitcase. Let me tell you, I would rather unpack my suitcase after going on a trip than have to unpack my suitcase because I didn't go on a trip. But it's kind of nice because I was going to clean out my car today. Don't have to worry about that. I was still going to do it because it still needs done. But at least now I don't have to worry about it. But now I have to unpack my suitcase. And I can just chill out because we're all taking the day off from work. Like, working from home essentially. But kind of sort of just on stay alive mode. One coworker's in a hotel room. My boss can't get out of her area. Another woman's afraid her basement's gonna flood because the river near her is starting to overflow. Me and another woman are fine. We're totally, I think there's 3 of us. We're in good areas. We're chill. We're just like, we're all right. It's fine. But like, some areas were hit so hard. Like, we were on the ABC News with David Muir. Oh my gosh, if you know me, I love David Muir so much. I watch like about 15 minutes of the news before Wheel of Fortune comes on at 7. I don't actually like to watch the news, but I like to watch for David Muir. I like him. But the first thing they reported on last night was our town dealing with this flooding. So that's exciting. I just wish it was better circumstances, just for something dumb and not for flooding. There was a local elementary and middle school that the middle school was like, they were surrounded with water, but not like, they didn't get in the water, but the water was surrounding them, so they couldn't leave. They were posting, like, cafeteria staff were providing the students and staff with dinner because they couldn't leave. Then they were eventually able to get out, but transported to my old high school, which that elementary middle school is a feeder into the high school I went to. So I went over here, the elementary middle's over here, and we joined up to go to this high school. So they all went to my high school, and those people were stuck overnight. They said there's still a couple kids there from families that can't come get them, which I can't imagine being that child, or even those parents traumatized as to like, where's my kid? Where's my family? Aren't they coming to get me? Like, you know, I couldn't imagine. I've never been in that situation, thank goodness. But I could not like my elementary school was up on a hill. Elementary middle was up on a hill. My high school up on a hill. The worst we have is snow. Like, that's it. But yeah, the elementary school, there was water going into the first floor. Kids were trapped on the second, third floor. They had to get boats and life rafts to rescue those kids and staff members to get them out of the building. My cousin's husband works at that school, but luckily he wasn't there for the day. He was away on a field trip. So he's stuck with his kids at the high school. So at least he's not like in peril. He's still not in a great situation. And he's not even far from his house too, which probably sucks because you're like not far from home, but you can't go home because you got kids to worry about. But yeah, I had heard that his truck was like completely submerged in water and now they can't find it. They don't know what happened to it. It's like, dude, where's my car? But like awful because you didn't just park it somewhere else. Your car flew away. Like it just floated down the river. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, now I get to unpack my suitcase, take my medicine for the day. It's just daily vitamins, nothing major. Get to take that from my suitcase because I had packed up everything for the trip that we're not going on. And the hotel we were going to was on the water. And I'm like, that place could flood and I'm not getting trapped 3.5 hours away from home. I'm sure it's pretty. I've heard good things about the hotel, but thank goodness I don't have to worry about that. Also, side note, look how freaking big this pill is. And this is a women's multivitamin you take daily. Why did they make that so big? Like, I can get it down, but like, geesh, I gotta like choke for a second before it goes down. My gosh. The conference. So let's put away the makeup that I just packed just the other day. All right. I had a sub for lunch, and I don't know if this is Italian dressing or just water, but something spilled down my sweatshirt. So if you see it, don't mind it. Things have been crazy lately. Like, I don't know what is happening. I mean, I probably do. It's probably global warming. I feel like that song that's in the Toy Story movie, Strange Things Are Happening. I have clips throughout this video. I'm not sure if this part is going to go at the beginning or at the end, but we had some major flooding going on in my area last Tuesday. So it was about a week ago. Today's Thursday. It happened on a Tuesday. So this is like really traumatic for everyone in the area, but it's just like scary to think, and it's been wild. And then this week it's raining again. We've had flood warnings and stuff again, and everyone's like panicking, like, is this gonna happen again? So it's been raining all this week, and it's been cold. Like, we're the end of May. So right, this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. And I don't know if it's like this anywhere else in the United States or in the world, but where I'm from, usually pools open Memorial Day, they close Labor Day. That's kind of just pool season. Or like any of the beaches on the East Coast, they run the same way of like, season starts Memorial Day, it ends Labor Day, and then you kind of go into the off-season time. And our pools were planning to open this weekend. Well, it's supposed to be like 55 degrees from like Monday until I don't know what time next, like what day next week. It's supposed to be like in the 50s, like 40 to 50s. And I'm like, I had plans yesterday and today. Yesterday's plans got moved inside because of the rain. Then it was cold, so that kind of was like, well, it wasn't too bad. Today was colder and it was raining. And my sister graduated today with her master's, so we were like, luckily the ceremony was already scheduled to be inside, so we just went inside naturally, and we were able to have like enough time to get pictures outside before it started raining. Like, I literally made it to my car and it started like raining a little bit harder, enough that like you need to get your umbrella out. I'm a wimp and sugar melts, and I'm gonna put my umbrella up even at the slightest little drop of rain because I'm not ruining my pretty face of makeup. We were able to do that, and it's been raining off and on now since I got home. And then tomorrow I'm supposed to go to a baseball game with my boyfriend for his birthday because I like got free tickets from someone, and they're for the day of his birthday, so I'm really excited because it's for a team he likes. But it's supposed to be cold, and we're like up high, so we're gonna get that draft. So I'm like, I'm basically gonna have to take a blanket and my winter coat and bundle. And I'm like, it's May, it's the end of May. Pools are supposed to be opening, and I'm wearing a winter coat. And then Saturday we're supposed to have a party for my boyfriend, and it's supposed to be cold. So then I'm like, now we're gonna have to move it inside because even if it's not raining, it's gonna be cold, and like none of us are gonna want to sit outside and try and have a picnic when it's cold. But like, what is happening? It's the end of May, and it just makes me wonder, like, is this normal that it gets this cold in May, or at least like the end of May? Like, to me, I would consider this almost summer. Like, I would say maybe June 1st is officially summer. If you have any suggestions, please put them in the comment section down below, because like, I don't, you know what I mean? Yeah. So we'll see what happens with this weekend, because I'm like so irritated that the weather could not be nice whenever we're trying to do something tomorrow and Saturday. Like, next week it can do whatever it wants. This week we got stuff going on. And it better not be raining next Saturday because I'm going to a wedding, and I don't want my makeup and hair to get all ruined. But at the same time, I want like it to be nice for everyone to enjoy the wedding. I don't know if it's indoors or outdoors. I believe it's at like a farm or something. So we'll see. Or it's at a barn. It's at a barn. Okay. Yeah. So we'll see. I don't know.